There's a scientist for the hunter.
Yeah, I think he kept that and tossed away the other two. It was a little quick, so we didn't get to see. And then Hype does have one card draw with the Acolyte Pain. You want to draw as many cards as you can, generally speaking, in the early game. But this matchup, especially if one that's as much pressure as the Hunter, that can always, like, the reason why it's naturally disfavored is because if it ever gets to the Ice Block stage, where Hunter is pressing in and constantly threatening, they have the hero power to guarantee go past anything and then pop your Ice Block and even go beyond Ice Barrier.
So he did opt to keep the Acolyte. I wasn't sure if he would. No Undertaker from Zalae. That's a big deal for Hype. It's a big deal for both players. It's going to weaken the Hunter's draw significantly. Eaglehorn Bow is going to be able to take out the Acolytes. So is the Knife Juggler. I think you do just play Juggler here.
Scientist, especially if you...
Scientist is safer, I guess.
Yeah. It's also just like the additional 2-mana tempo you get for playing the trap.
Hype is going to go for the Coin Acolyte into Acolyte. This Eaglehorn Bow is going to very cleanly take those out. Oh, Freezing Trap. I think you still Bow.
Right.
Maybe Freezing Trap next turn.
It's just because Mage doesn't have to attack with the Acolyte to draw. You can use the 0 power over a course of turns.
That's true. Probably won't have the time, though, against Hunter.
Well, if it's a slow Hunter start, maybe. I mean, those Acolytes are effectively gaining health, too. It's not damage that's going directly towards the Mage. Picking up Ice Block is always... Oh, man, 2 secrets back to back. Picking up Ice Block is always one of these things where I'm happy and sad because, one, my Mad Scientist doesn't get it, but even sometimes my Mad Scientist doesn't fetch Ice Block and I really need it, and then Ice Block are like the last 2 cards in the deck. And oftentimes those Ice Block turns are really important. Having Alex draws in the hand is also key because the game can last long enough where Hype heals himself as opposed to trying to go offensive if he feels like the Ice Block won't hold long enough.
Yeah, Hype's hand right now is just abysmal. Those back-to-back secret draws are exactly what he didn't want to see. Those are cards that you basically don't want to see until later in the game, along with your burn spells. But the question now for Zalae is, do I kill this Acolyte and play 2 minions, or do I just develop a Freezing Trap and 1 minion? I think he's going to respect the fact that Hyped just won't attack with Acolyte, so there's a good chance that we will just see the 2 minions played. But you definitely want to attack the Acolyte before doing that with your bow, so you don't worry about juggling the Acolyte.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think the Acolyte here has served a pretty decent purpose. It's picked up other cards it draws, it's gotten 6 life total.
Yep. It's a lot of pressure in play for Hunter now. 7 power plus whatever Knife Juggler ends up doing. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Frostbolt Loot Hoarder here, to be honest.
I mean, Cone of Cold is not necessarily stopping a lot of the damage, just because the Knife Juggler can still do stuff, even if it's in a frozen state. So, taking care of it now. Not to mention that Loot Hoarder can also dig deeper if it gets a card draw.
Wow, another bow. We're getting very close to the high main turn. Zalae is going to be slamming that next turn, which is pretty much going to force Hype to freeze every single turn of the game after that. We'll see if
go about this, though.
Probably Freezing Trap, Eaglehorn Bow, attack face with everything. Don't want to let the Freeze Mage get a draw off the Loot Hoarder.
That's true.
Hype will still be able to by pinging it later on, but that's not...
It's going to cost him 2 mana to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that too. Even though I guess if your opponent does end up going for like some kind of AoE, and you lose your Mad Scientist, you don't get another trap. You lose, I guess, the opportunity cost.
Maybe you just hero power and play Freezing Trap and just don't even worry about the bow.
I think with Mad Scientist up, though, I think having traps up is just too good to pass up as the Eaglehorn Bow. Because then you're gaining additional damage every single turn. Another secret.
That is so unlucky. Well,
he's got ways to life gain, too. I guess that's effectively what he can do. Also draw, too, into more cards, Arcane Intellect. But is he taking too much damage?
Definitely expect 2 of his mana to go towards killing that Loot Hoarder this turn. He's going to choose to just have it sit there instead.
Yeah. Cone of Cold next turn will be able to help him stall, kill some stuff.
Makes sense.
Alright, it's high main time.
Or Huffer.
Or is it Huffer time? I mean, he sees a second secret being played, right? Or is there one secret up or two? I can't really tell.
Just one for Hyped, I think.
Okay. Ice Barrier is pretty important. It's effectively putting Hyped at 26, where she's going to lose 4 of it this turn. And just any kind of health gain install is really important for the Mage here. Hunter's going to be putting on the same amount of pressure every single turn.
Yep, high main comes down.
So uncomfortably, like, Hyped can't draw and stall. That's normally what you want to be able to do.
He might consider fireballing that high main now that he has that option.
Right.
Set up for the flame strike. That does mean, you know, you're taking a lot of damage this one turn, but it also means you'll have a clean board. Taking up to 13. Jeez.
So if you fireball the high main and you ping the loot hoarder.
He's gonna go for Cone of Cold. This is safer, honestly. It's just so much damage otherwise.
It would have been 8 damage remaining on board. It's just too much, I think. Or yeah, with the hero power, would have been 8 damage.
Second secret for Zalae. The help of our production crew. I think we're gonna figure out what that is pretty soon.
With the powers of spectator mode. No? Did it not work?
I like how we just call the card Huffer. Like the other beasts are just irrelevant, which they are. It's always Huffer.
Well, Leox sometimes is pretty powerful too. Just because you can put out damage if you have, because you might have like a Frost Nova board, so there's a lot of build-up of pressure.
Yeah.
Hype's still in an awkward spot. Flame Strike will leave 6 minions worth of damage on board. And with the hero power and the bow, that's 10. That's 5 health remaining.
Maybe you fireball the high main and play Ice Barrier.
You still don't even have Ice Block up. It's the scary part.
But could you die?
You could die, because if you Flame Strike...
You'd go to 10 on board if you
and
play
then,
Ice Barrier or Fireball.
Right, and if he has Kill Command, that's death. Because he has the Eagle Horn Bow and the hero power, so it's 5. And he has a Kill Command.
Maybe I missed doing... Maybe I do the math wrong. Hold on.
So there's 6 damage on board, so we'd be at 10 health. And then you have the hero power plus the Eagle Horn Bow, that's 5. And then Kill Command's an additional 5. If he had a Kill Command. So it'd be 16 damage if he Flame Striked. This is assuming Zalae has...
Oh, I'm not saying Flame Strike. I'm saying Fireball the high main.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
Oh, he's banking on drawing. Freeze. He's going to leave high main alive.
Oh. There's a Lotheb in this Hunter deck.
That is the single best card Hunter could have drawn. After rolling Huffer. Yeah, that's going to do it, I think. I don't see a way for Hype to come back.
Well,
He could draw exactly Frost Nova, but that's it.
yeah, Frost Nova is for what he can draw here. Interestingly enough, I think because Zalae ordered the secrets the way he did, if Hype needs another draw, he can attack with the Loot Hoarder and it will die.
No, the Freezing Trap came down first, I thought.
Exactly. So the Freezing Trap will like reorder it, and then it'll like pretend to attack, and then the 2 damage will activate.
No, if Freezing Trap was played first, it'll...
Pop it
the
back.
Hoarder, yeah, the Hoarder will go back to hand, and then Explosive Trap will go off.
Oh really? I thought it was one of those things where... Or maybe it's Misdirection and Explosive Trap, right? Misdirection is like...
Yeah, it might be
if you
that.
attack into the hero, and then before it lands its hit, it does the Explosive Trap.
Yeah, Misdirection is
Okay.
the one that's... that way.
Well, his Ice Block's not popped, so he does have a way to gain health this turn, or if he effectively wants to Hail Mary. But it looks like Hyped is pretty much on his second to last turn here. If he plays the Ice Barrier, he'll be at 15 health effectively.
Still gets popped.
Still gets popped.
So do you... What can you draw with Arcane Intellect? Is there any way to be in this game?
Arcane Intellect, you need to get Frost Nova, Doomsayer, and then another Ice Block. Because then after the ice block, you need to... Because what happens is, he's going to pop the ice block. You're going to need to stall and survive another hero power.
Yep.
And then you need to bounce yourself back to Alex draws with 15.
Seems like it.
What to do? What to do?
Alright, well,
Considering attacking. Wow. Or no, he's gonna ping. Okay, this makes a lot of sense actually. You don't want to let Leopard Gnome be alive. Because then if Doomsayer goes off, Leopard Gnome kills you on your turn.
Right.
Because Ice Block won't proc on it, so. Yeah, plan here is to draw an Ice Block exactly.
he's got a couple of draws to do it. Oh wait, never mind. There's probably no chance that Doomsayer pops his turn, right? Actually, this is a little bit interesting. There's like too much damage on these minions. Ice Block will be at an uncomfortable level unless you want to give up the Eagle Horn Bow.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason you wouldn't give it up, I think.
Right. You're just so close that I don't think the charges matter as much. So the plan is to whittle down Mage to 1 health, and then hero power, and then kill off the Doomsayer.
Yeah.
And then after that, Hyped will have the opportunity to draw a card. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he can attack the face at all because the explosive trap will kill him. He's going to have to trade with minions instead.
Definitely. The first one's going to get freezing trapped, so he's only going to get one of those draws.
Oh, it leaves him at 3 health, and he keeps his weapon charge.
Whoa. That's gives Hype the potential to freeze
Right.
the Hunter. I roped off a web spinner. Oh my god, Ice Barrier keeps him alive if he clears the board.
How does he clear the board?
I don't think he does, but it could. Huh.
Okay, so... So Flame Strike does 5 damage to everything. No, there's no way. There's no way to stay alive after you Flame Strike. Okay, so he's going to try to attack and draw into a Frost Nova.
What to do?
Oh wait, it doesn't activate Explosive Trap. So... Oh, Snake Trap? Oh, we were talking about Explosive the entire time.
Yeah,
Oopsie
production
daisies.
guys never showed us what it was. Alright, Loot Hoarder is gonna... Not sure why we're killing that one. Shouldn't we kill Haunted Creeper?
Guess because the power of the AoE would have been weakened. Arcane Intellect needs to just get Ice Block. Ice Block it is. Ice Block and an Explosive Sheep. His best chance here. So Hunter will drag him down to 1 health. That'll mean that Zalae is pretty much guaranteed to win here because Ice Block has been popped. There's no way to safely Alex Straza.
Yeah.
And that means you can't stall. Oh, wait, unless... No, you just can't gain enough health. Because the hero power now kills him next turn, guaranteed. You actually don't have to do anything here if you just pass.
Might as well play Web Spinner.
Sure.
Get King Crush.
And from here, I think even if Hype draws, like even if he freezes both ways, like freezes the weapon and the board, he just dies to the hero power. Frost Nova was what he looked for. There is a way to bait it. If you Frost Nova and then Ice Barrier, and